All right, I just want to go through with you certain facts or fundamentals, right? So we are going to go through certain things where we're going to go and touch on factors and multiples. Okay, I'm going to go through these things first. So what are factors? I did went through that day. Factors are something times something. Example, if I say what are the factors of 20, it will be 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5, right? So what are the factors of 20? It will be, so you will rewrite it based on the sequence. Follow the sequence from here all the way up here. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. What are the factors of 20? This is the factors of 20. Understand? This is called factors. What times what give you those factors of the number you require. Now, what are multiples? Multiples is as good as saying is the times table. So if I ask you for multiples of 4, you just list down times table 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 32, 36, and so on. This is called multiples of 4. So multiples is times table. Factors is what times what give you the answer. Okay, now I want to go through very briefly on estimation and rounding off. Estimation or what we call round off. Okay, let me just give you a number. 457,209. Okay, I want to round off to the nearest thousands. Nearest thousands. Okay, so when they say nearest thousand, look for the thousands place. So if you do not know, label ones, tens, 100, 1,000. So the thousands place is actually number 7. Double underline like that. Then we draw arrow to the right. The number that you point, the arrow number that you point, right? It must be 5 or more than 5, then you add 1. So the number that I point must be number 5 or more than 5. Then what happened to the number I underline? Then the underlined number will have to plus 1. In this case, it is number 2. Number 2 is not number 5 and it's not more than 5. So what happened to the number I underlined? Remain as it is. Okay. So once I have settled this, right, I know that I don't have to add, right? You just draw this line down like this. Okay. After the underlined number. Why must I do that? So now I know that 7 don't have to do anything, remain the same. Write down 7. Here, whatever on the left of the underlying number, remain the same. Remain the same. Whatever on the right of the underlying number becomes 0, 0, 0. Why 3, 0? Because thousands have 3 zeros. Okay, we're going to go through more of this later on when we go through this kind of questions in the question 1 to 10. Okay. The value of digit 5, when they ask for value, means I want to know the number, the amount, how much is the number 5 worth in the number 35,728. No space, I'm going to write it out again. 35,728. Okay, now they want number 5, this one, double underline what I want. Then I'm going to label their place value, means their houses, okay? Ones, tens, 100, thousands. Means the number 5 is in the thousands place. Can you see? So we can cut it out, okay? Or put it into a box like that. So we know that I'm going to focus on 5. So it's 5,000. 5,000. 1, 2, 3, because thousands have 3 zeros. Okay, so number 1 answer is not 4, but number 1 answer is 3. All right, let's go to number 2. which of the following numbers is a multiple? Just now I told you, right? Multiple means times table. Okay, so it is as good as I'm listing down the times table for number 6 and number 10. All right, so we write down timetable 6 and 10. Okay, 6, this is timetable 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. All right, this is 6. Now times table 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I stop there lah because the biggest is 50. Now, which of the following numbers is a multiple of both? So which number appear in times table 6 and appear in times table 10? Let's look for it, okay? Is it number 20? Let's look at timetable 6. Is that 20? No, out. Is it number 30? Let's look for timetable 6:30. Yeah, I can see 30. And then timetable 10, do I see 30? Yeah, it may be 30. Okay, let's look for 40 in timetable 6. There's no 40, so it's out. Let's look for 50 in timetable 6. There's no 50, but timetable 10 you have, but it must appear in both, so cannot be. The correct answer is 2. So Halish is correct. Very good. Okay, the table show 2 different number patterns. We have pattern number 1, 4, 9, 14, 19. And pattern number 2, 6, 9, 12, and 15. The number 9 appears in both patterns. Which of the following numbers will also appear in both patterns? Okay, so I want to know what's the pattern first, right? How do we do this pattern? So how do we get to patterns is usually finding the difference between the two numbers, okay? So when I say to find the difference, right, let's look at pattern 1, the first two number, 4 and 9. Let's find the difference. Difference means minus. Let's find the difference of 4 and 9. So 9 minus 4 equals to 5, which means from 4 to 9, I plus 5 because the number is getting bigger. So I plus. Getting bigger means I plus. Okay. Then I double check. 9 plus 5 will give me 14. Correct. Then 14 plus 5 will give me 19. So it's plus 5 lah actually. Okay. So pattern 1 is plus 5. Let's look at pattern number 2. Let's find the difference between 6 and 9. So let's find the difference of 6 and 9. 9 minus 6 equals to 3. So from 6 to 9, I plus 3. The numbers get bigger in pattern number 2 as well. So I need to add 3. Add 3 all the way, right? So here also plus 3. Here also plus 3, right? So I continue lah the sequence. I continue the pattern, okay? So from here, I continue plus 5. I get 24. Then I continue another plus 5 and then I get 29. I continue another plus 5. Okay, maybe we can stop here, 34. Let's stop at this number first. Now we go on to find the bottom one, plus 3. Okay, 15 plus 3 is 18. I plus another 3, I get 21. I plus another 3, I get 24. Right, now they ask you which of the following numbers appear in both patterns. So you can see I need to move further because the numbers given in the options are bigger, right? So let's make the number bigger first on top. So continue, another plus 5, I get 39. Okay, now move on to this one, okay? So plus another 3, I get 27. I plus another 3, I get 30. I plus another 3, I get 33. Plus another 3, 36. Plus another 3, 39. Okay, all this is plus 3. Now, if you look at this, does 30 appear in both options? No, out. Does 36 appear in both pattern? No, out. Does 39 appear in both pattern? 39 and 39. Yes. So Erwina is correct. Number 3. Very good. Okay. 36,000, right? Then you put like this, comma, 500, right? And 80 dash 7, right? Okay, good. Now, so B is 70. Must we have a dash? Yes. 2,080. All right, like this. Okay. Okay. So for 5, A. Arrange the following numbers from the smallest to the greatest. How do we compare numbers like that? We put it, the numbers are given in one line this way, right? Horizontally, right? So we are going to put it vertically this way. Easier to see. Okay, how do I do that? I just stack it up. 2, 6, 0, 8, 2, 0, 8, 6, 2, 8, 0, 6, 2, 6, 8, 0, like this. Then I label or name their place value. Ones, tens, 100, 1,000. Okay, I want to know the smallest number, correct? So we start off with, okay, we can divide it into columns like this. Then we start off with looking at the thousands place. All right. Any number smaller than 2? No, everything is the same. So we carry on and go on to the hundreds place. So we must identify the smallest number first, right? So if you look at the hundreds place, there 0 is the smallest one, which means this number is the smallest one, number 1. So correct. Okay. Then if you look at the next one, look at the tens place, we look for the smaller one between 2608, 2806 and 2680, right? So between these two, the smaller one is 26 and 26. So between these two, which is the smaller one as compared to each other, 2608, okay, which is good. This is number 2. Then the third one is this one lah. Then the last one is this. Okay, this is how we can compare. Another way, if you can see, if you can see straight from the numbers given, right? If you can just tell from this, you can just compare like that. Then don't have to do this method. If you can compare, if you cannot compare, then do this horizontal, vertical method. Okay. For horizontally, this is how we do it. If I want to teach you, they say greatest, right? So we look at the first number, all 5. Correct. So the same. So we move on to the second number, 0, 3, 0, 7, which is the greatest. This one is the greatest. So if they say from greatest to the smallest, 57038 is the first one. This is wrong. The greatest is 57038 because they say greatest to the smallest. All right. Then the next one, this is out already, right? We can cancel. Then the next one, we compare the third number, right? So we look at the second number just now. The greater one between 0, 3, and 7 is 3. This one is the second biggest number. Right, so 53087. Now we compare the third one. Number 3, number 3. It's the same, right? So we look at the fourth one, number 8 and number 7, which is the bigger one between these two. It is actually the 50387. This one is the bigger number. So the smallest one is 50378. Right? Like this. This is the correct answer. Okay? I'm still coughing. Okay, 6A. How do we find patterns? I told you, right? Always look at the first two numbers and let's find the difference. Okay, so let's focus on 6A, the first two numbers. Okay, this is the first two number like that. Right, now we find the difference. Difference means we minus. So we take 900 minus 880. And when you minus this, you are going to get 20. Okay, so between these is actually plus 20. But we need to double confirm because 900 and 940, if I minus, right, it's not 20. So sometimes pattern can increase. Okay, so between 900 and 940, oops, let me change color. It is plus 40. How do I know that? I find the difference lah between 940 and 900. 940 minus 900 equals to 40, like this, right? Then between these two numbers is plus 60. No, sorry, I think plus 80. Okay, how do we confirm that? 1020 minus 940 equals to, so when you minus, you're going to get 80. So you can see, all right, there's a pattern, right? So between this one, you must plus 160. So to get your blank here, I take 1020 plus 160 equals to 1180. So this is not right. By the way, if you're confused, how come I got this pattern? Then you look like this. You see 20, 40, 80, 160, right? How do we get this? It's simply times 2. 20 times 2 is 40. If you see, the pattern have pattern. Sometimes the number have a pattern, right? Sometimes the patterns of the number have patterns. So this one is a 3-layer kind of question. Okay, so this one is times 2. So this one is times 2. Here is also times 2. Okay, all right. Now let's try the next one for 6B. Okay, so if you look at the pattern between these two, let's find the difference first. Okay, this is for B. So 1750 minus 1650 equals to 100. Okay, so between here and here is plus 100. Then between here and here, 1950 minus 1750. If you minus, you get 200. So between this and this is plus 200. Here, that's minus 2250 minus 1950. We are going to get 300. So between here and here is plus 300. So what's next then? What do you think? Can you see the pattern or not? From 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400. This is plus 400, like that. So between this one again, for the patterns, there is pattern for the patterns. Okay, so it's plus 100, plus 100, plus 100. So to get the blank here, you simply take 2250 plus 400. Okay, and when you do that, you are going to get 2650. Very good. This answer is correct. Okay, some factors of 36 are this and 36. What are the two other factors of 36? So again, before we can proceed with this kind of question, ask yourself, factors means what? Factors means what times what give me 36. So I'm trying to find what times what that give me the number 36. So I list it down, okay? So factors of 36 will be 1 times 36. 2 times, okay, if you do not know what 2 times what give you 36, then you do this one. 36 divided by 2, like that. If you do not know 2 times what give you 36, right, you divide. And when you divide, you're going to get 18. Okay, then 3 times, if you do not know also, you take 36, you divide by 3. You're going to get 12. Then 4 times, sorry, 4 times 9. Okay, and then 5 don't have. About 6, I think have 6 times 6, right? Anything else that we missed out? 7 times something? No, don't have. 8 times something? Don't have also. Time tables 8, no 36. Okay, so we stop there. So we have given is 1. So I have 1. I have 2. I have 3. I have 4. I have 6. I have 9. And I have 36. So what is missing? If you can see, 18 and 12. 6 is already there, so you don't have to take it 6. So the question number 7, answer is 12 and 18. Very good, Shukri. There are 50 and 90 pupils in a class. So there are between, sorry, I missed out, 50 and 90 pupils in a class. All the pupils are able to form equal groups of 6 or 8. How many pupils are there in a class? So they give you, when I say you can divide them equally into 6 or 8, they are trying to tell you that it is actually the multiples of 6 and 8. But the number is between 50 and 90. Cannot be bigger than 90, cannot be smaller than 50. So multiple of 6 and 8. Let's write down timetable 6, and then we write down times table 8, like this, okay? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Can I move? Can I carry on? I can, because it must reach to 90, right? So 66, 72, 78, and then 84. And then what's next? 84 plus 6, 90. Stop there. Okay. And then number 8. Number 8. 8, 16, 24. 4 times 8 is 32. 5 times 8 is 40. 48. And then what is that? 7 times 8, 56. 8 times 8, 64. 9 times 8, 72. 10 times 8 is 80. Can we stop there, or we can join a bit? 88. Okay, we stop there. 88. Now we look at the common. Common means the number that appear in timetable 6 and the number that appear in times table 8 first. Okay, so if you can see, number 24 appears twice. Then number, what else? 72 appear twice, right? Number 48 appear twice. Okay, so we have this. However, the next rule is the number must be bigger than 50. So 24 is not bigger than 50. It is smaller, so it's out. Out. And then 48, it must be bigger than 50, right? So 48 is smaller than 50. Out. Out. What about 72? It is bigger than 50. Yeah. It is smaller than 90, right? So yes, the answer is 72. So it is 72, not 82. All right, almost there. Okay, at a carnival, every fourth participant, fourth means number 4, the TH, receive a cup of drink, and every 6 TH participant receive a packet of candies. Which participant receive both a cup of drink and a packet of candies? So what are they trying to tell you here? Multiples. When they say both means in times table 4, in times table 6, there will be a common number where you see that both of the timetables have, right? So that participant with that common multiple receive both drink and candy. So in this case, it is actually just trying to find the multiples. Common, no space. Common multiple of 4 and 6. Common multiples, okay? So 4 and 6 times table. So times table must be superb by now. Okay, to do factors and multiples, you see how many times you do times table or not. That's why in primary 3, teachers keep on asking you to memorize your times table, right? Because P4, this is where we apply it, okay? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. We stop here lah, okay? Then 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. All right. Now let's find a common number between these two. Is there any common number between these two multiples? 12 is one of them. Any more? 24 is one of them. Any more? 36 is one of them, right? So if you look at it, okay, so I want to know which participant received both a cup and a drink and a packet of candy, both of them. So it's between these numbers. So which one do I choose? It is the closest, the smallest. So when I say in this case common multiple, which one do I choose? The smallest. Okay, we do not want to wait so long, right? For the which is the person. Don't wait for so long. So the first one that appear will be the answer. So it is the 12th participant. Very good, Shukri. You're right. So there's no other way to solve this kind of question other than guessing. But you need to guess properly with the clues given. So this kind of question, you are the detective. Okay. So they say, use the digits below. For A, form the smallest 5-digit odd number. These are all my clues. I want the smallest. Smallest what? 5-digit. 5-digit what? Odd number. Okay. Then what other clues are given here? The digit in the hundreds place is twice the digit in the ones place. This is also another clue, right? So to do this, what I can do is I just write out the 5 blanks first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 digits. Done. Smallest odd number. So odd number means you look at the options of the digits given above. Which one will result it to be an odd number? An odd number itself, right? At the back. At the back. Okay. So at the back means the ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So when I say at the back, I'm talking about the ones place. I'm trying to solve the ones place first. Okay, so if you look at this, which one is the odd number? Number 3, number 1, number 5 are odd numbers, right? So between these odd numbers, which one should be at the back? Okay, to make it the smallest number. So before I can fill up the ones there, between these few, I can fill up the smallest one first. It is my option number or digit number 1. So I put here 1. Because 1 is the smallest. To have the smallest number, the 10,000 must be the smallest. Okay, so it's out. Next, between 3 and 5, what do I use, or which one do I use to make it the smallest? The 3. Okay, so it's out like that. Okay, now they say that the digit in the hundreds place, let's look at the hundreds place, is twice the digit in the ones place. Okay, so twice means 2 times. Twice means 2 times. So the digit at the hundreds place is 2 times ones. So it is 6. This is out. So this is 6. Right? Like that. Okay, then I can fill up the rest by making use of what is left. Okay, I have 4, I have 5, I have 2 left. So I want to make it the smallest number, right? So which is the second smallest number? Number 2. So it says out. Between 4 and 5, which one is the smallest number as well? Okay, so between 4 and 5, if you look at this, I want it to be a smallest 5-digit odd number. So 4 and 5, I can either put 5 or I can either put 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 6, 5, 3. The digit in the hundreds place is twice the, 1, 2, 6, 5, 3 is the correct answer. Okay, this is the answer. Next one, so which means number 4 is still available, right? Just now, the number 4 is still available because I used 5 already out. Number 4 is still available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for B. Form the greatest 5-digit odd number. Okay, I'm going to erase all this first. We are going to repeat the whole thing again. Okay, so now I want the greatest 5-digit odd number. Okay, now the odd number again. I want to fill up my 5 places like this. So the greatest between all these numbers, which is the greatest number? 6. So out. Okay, then the digit in the thousands place is twice the digit in the tens place. So 1,000 and tens. Now let's figure out which odd number do I use for the ones place. Is it 3 or is it 5? Which one is the option that I can use? I'm going to use 3 again. Okay, so the thousands place and the tens place is available here, right? So I have here that I want it to be twice the number in the tens place. So the tens place, if I put 2, then 1,000 will be 2 times 2. That is 4. I can use 4. So this one is out. This one is out. This one is out. Right? The last one, what can I put here? I can put my 5. 6, 4, 2, 5, 3. Okay? So this one is a bit wrong. It's terbalik. 6, 4, 5, 2, 3. Not 6, 5, 4, 2, 3 there. Right? So it's 6, 4, 5, 2, 3. Terbalik just now. Okay? So this is the correct answer. Ready? Okay, Richard has a pack of sweets, which I do not know how many. If he gives 6 sweets to each of his friends, he will have 7 sweets left. Okay, if he gives 8 sweets to each of his friends, he will be short of 9 sweets. How many friends does Richard give the sweets to? How many sweets are there in the packet? If you are in P5 and P6, I'm going to teach you the excess and shortage concept already. Because of the keywords here, left and short of. But you are not in P5, you are not in P6. So I'm going to do like, consider like a guess and check, but via the table where we're going to put in actually the multiples, common multiples of 6 and 8. Okay, but we're going to take note of the 7 leftover. When I say leftover means there are extra left behind. And when it's extra, I need to add on. Add what? Add 7. When I say I have short of or a shortage of sweets, this means I have to actually minus away my 9. Means not enough, right? I have shortage of 9 sweets, not enough. Okay, so how do we go ahead and do this? I'm going to draw a table. So the table will be a big one. Okay, make sure you use a pencil and a ruler to do this table so that it will be very organized. Okay, to see things clearly, you need to get very organized and very neat. Then you can compare. We are going to cut out this box into columns of 9 columns. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got space or not? No space, then you can make it bigger lah, the last one. Okay, 9, this one. All right. Then what do? We are gonna cut it out into the groupings. Don't copy, just look at how I do this. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, over here at the left hand side here, we are going to put multiples of 6. Okay, then I'm going to cut out into the next row multiples of 8. Like this. Okay, then I'm going to further cut the timetable 6 and timetable 8, multiples of these 6 and 8. Why? Because for the 6, I need to put plus 7. Remember the extra 7? And then for times table 8, I must minus 9, like this. Okay? So this is how I do. You do not copy. You look at how I do this. Come on. So what do we do is 6 times 1. So this is times 6. This is times 8. Okay? So 1 times 6 is 6. Right? 2 times 6 is 12. You just put in. Here will be the multiples of 6. Here will be the multiples of 8. Okay, that row. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, like that. Then what do? The bottom one here, the 7, plus 7, right? So 6 plus 7 is 13. 12 plus 7 is 19. Like that. Can you understand? All this plus 7. So this is 25, 31, 37, 43, 49, and 55. Like this. All right. Then times table 8. I'm changing color so you can see the difference. Oh yeah, change color to purple. Okay, so timetable 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. So the next one, the next row, you need to minus 9. All right, 8 minus 9 cannot, right? So just leave it blank. Then this one is 7, 24 minus 9, 15, 23, 31, 39, 47, and 55, like this. Okay, you can go on lah. You can go on 8 and then can go on 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. However, what I want is I want to find the common multiple, means in this row and this row. The number is there in these two rows. There's a common number. Can you see 55 and 55 appearing? That's why I stopped there. Because I know it's by 8 lah. But if you do not know, you can continue up till 10. Okay, you can go 8, 9, 10, and so on. Kisha, don't copy. I can see you copying. Don't copy. I do not want anyone to copy. I want you to listen and understand. That's more important than copying the correct answer. Understand first. So you can see that 55 is a common multiple in this case. So for part A, how many friends does Richard give to? How many friends does he have? 1? No. Does he have 2? No. He have 8, the maximum here. Okay, so it's 8. How many sweets are there in the packet? So sweets here will be the common multiple. Common multiple. So in this case will be 55. That is the answer. Okay. This is assumption concept. Assumption. Assumption means you are going to assume something. Right? So in this case, there are 20 minibuses and cars in the car park. So this is the total minibus and cars. Okay. So there are 112 wheels in total. How many minibuses are there? So the issue here is we can either use guess and check or assumption. Just now we use guess and check already on top, right? Something like guess and check the table. Okay, we are guessing the numbers for each of the column. But in this case, we are going to use assumption. I'm going to teach you assumption. Okay, so we are going to assume that all the vehicles are cars. Why do I assume that they are cars? Why do I assume that all the vehicles are cars? Because they want to know minibuses. The assumption, the thing that you assume must always be the item that the question does not want. Can you see that the question doesn't want the cars? Instead, they want the minibuses. That's why I assume that everything are cars first. Okay? So let's assume that everything are cars. So when you do that, you take 20. So the total just now, you times with car got how many wheels? 4 wheels. Right? So we take the wheels here, and then for the minibus, you have 8 wheels. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the other side will also be 4 because the wheels cannot run only with 4 wheels, right? Okay, the bus cannot run with 4 wheels, right? Definitely, because one side is 4, the other side is also 4. So 20 times 4 equals to 80 wheels. Okay, next one. What do we do? So this is what we call the assumed total. Okay, this is the real total. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the difference between the total. Okay, between the totals. What totals am I talking about? The assumed total and the real total. So you take the real minus assumed total equals to 112 minus 80. And when you do that, you are going to get 32. Okay, now we are going to find the difference between the wheels. Difference of the number of wheels equals to 8 minus 4. I get 4 wheels difference. Okay. Just now, all these are talking about wheels. These are all wheels, okay? I'm talking about wheels. Okay, lastly, to find the number of minibuses, you're going to combine this and this together, all right? So number of minibus will be, you take your 32 and 4, you divide them together, and you get 8. So how many minibuses are there? There are 8 minibuses. All right. Russell and Caleb had $125 all together. So this is my total for these 2 students. After Russell received some money from his mother, Russell gets more money. What happened to him? He now have 3 times as much money as Caleb. This is a very important comparison. Okay, so this Russell have 3 times, or what we call 3 units, and as Caleb means Caleb only have 1 unit. Why am I going units? Because I want to draw model. Okay, he had $90 more than Caleb. This is another comparison. Just now was a comparison of the units. Now is a comparison of the value. Can you see? Okay, so this is the comparison. And then this one is also the comparison. That's why I say that this question is comparison units, right? I'm going to use units method, comparison units model to solve this question, right? So we have here, how much money did Russell receive from the mother? So I want to know how much he received. Okay, let's do the model. We know that Russell and Caleb. Russell will have 3 units. Caleb have 1 unit. 1, 2, 3. Caleb have 1 unit, like this, right? And then we know that when they compare between Russell and Caleb, there is a $90 more. Where is that comparison? It's here. Can you see here onwards? There's this gap here. The difference is this gap. The gap shows you the difference or the comparison. And this 90 units, how many units? This $90, sorry, $90 is how many units? It is for this 1 unit and it's for 1 unit. So $90 is 2 units, which is from the top here. Can you see? Right? So I want to know how much money does Russell receive from the mother? Before you can do that, we need to find out how much is the new total. This one, the new total. Okay, this is the new total I want to find. This is the old total. This 1 to 5 is the old total. Let's find the new total. New total got how many units in all? There's 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. Total is 3 unit and 1 unit. You add up together, you will get 4 units. I want to find my 4 units. So we use this information first. This is 2 units. 2 units is $90. 1 unit is $90 divided by 2. 1 unit is always divide, and you will get $45. To find 4 units, you simply times 45 times 4. To find anything more than 1, it's times. To find 1 is divide. Please remember that. Okay? To find 1, divide. Always, forever. To find 1 is divide. To find anything more than 1, the units times. 45 times 4, you are going to get $180 like this. Okay, so am I happy with this or not? No, this is the amount of money. The new total is $180. So last time, before mother give him money, that Russell money, right? He only have a total of 125. So I take $180. I take away the old total that both of them have, and I'm gonna find the money that mother gave him. $55. Answer. Okay. What? Okay, so we have here Althea, Chloe, and Dawn have a total of 98 keychains. That's their total. Althea has 6 fewer keychains than Chloe. This is a comparison between Althea and Chloe. Dawn has twice as many as Chloe. How many keychains does Chloe have? Twice here. I don't want to use times 2, but instead I'm going to use 2 units. So this 2 unit is for Dawn. As compared to Chloe, as many as. The next person is always 1 unit like this. Okay? So we are going to start off with the person who have 1 unit, which is Chloe. So Chloe, you have 1 unit. You can draw 1 unit like that. So as compared to Chloe will be Dawn, right? Dawn have twice as many as Chloe. But if you look back at the first sentence, Althea have 6 fewer than Chloe. So Althea is shorter than Chloe. Let's say about here. So if you compare Althea and Chloe, there is this difference. There is this 6 difference. This is 6 here. Okay, why 6? Because Althea have 6 fewer than Chloe. Okay, so if you know that Althea have fewer, so this 6 extra will not be with Althea, but it will be with Chloe. So this portion here is 6. Can you see that? Okay, so we have here Chloe, we have her units already. Now, as compared to Dawn, Dawn have twice of Chloe. So if Chloe have that one part, then Dawn have two of this, like this. Can you see? All right, like this, huh? So we know that they have a total of 98 keychain. So can you see my model here? I am stacking it up. This is stack model. This is comparison units, yes, but I'm using the stack model to solve, stacking up. Okay, now if you can tell from my model here, there are extras. These are all my extras. These 6 are all my extra. All these 6 and 6 are extra. And what do I do with extras? I take them away. Can you see this is my left hand side and this is my right hand side? You look at my yellow line. My right hand side are all my extras. Okay, my right hand sides are all my extra. And what do I do with extra? I take them away. I'm going to take away my 6, take away my 6, take away my 6. Take away from where? From my total. So 98 minus 6 minus 6 minus 6, like this. Okay, equals to 80. And this is for how many equal units? Now you look at the left hand side, you look for the equal boxes. Can you see? These are all equal boxes. These are all equal boxes. And how many of these equal boxes do I have? 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units. Which means this leftover 80 after I take away is 4 units. 4 unit is 80. 1 unit. To find 1 unit is always divide. I told you just now. Okay, divide. 80 divided by 4, I get 20. Right? I want to know how many does Chloe have. So Chloe will be this one. It is 1 unit plus 6. Can you see Chloe? 1 unit plus 6. So this is 20 already. Just plus with 6 equals to 26. Answer is 26. The diagram shows a sequence of patterns which are made up of shaded and unshaded hexagon. Hexagon is the shape here. A hexagon have 6 sides. Okay, so you can see the hexagon like honeycomb like that, and then join together. Okay, so you can see figure 1. I have 1. You are looking here. Figure 1. I have 1 shaded hexagon. The number of unshaded hexagon is 6. Total hexagon is 7. Figure 2. I have shaded 2 hexagon. 11 unshaded hexagon, and total of 13 hexagon. Okay. Figure 3, I have 3 shaded hexagon, 16 unshaded hexagon, and a total of 19 hexagon. Can you see there's a sequence or there's a pattern there? Okay, let's figure out the pattern first. For the shaded one, from 1 to 2, I just plus 1. 2 to 3 also, just plus 1. Like that, right? What about the unshaded? From 6 to 11, I plus 5. From 11 to 16, I plus 5. Can you see the pattern there? Yeah? From 7 to 13, I must plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6. Plus 6. From 13 to 19, plus another 6. There is always pattern. For pattern kind of question, there will always be pattern in each of the column. There will always be pattern. Okay. So if you want to, you can follow up to 4 and then pattern 5. You can continue. Okay. For this one, you can see for pattern number 4, I just draw a line apart so we can solve for this too. Okay. Like this. So for pattern 4, you know that I need to plus 1 here, right? Plus 1. So this will become 4. Then this one here, I must plus 5. Here will become 21. Here I must plus 6. So here become 25. Like that. Okay. Then for this one, next one. For figure 5, plus 1 here. So this will be 5. Here plus another 5. This will be 26. Here plus another 6 will be 31. Like this, okay. So now for figure 6, how do we do this then? We just continue plus 1. So this will be 6. Here plus 5 will be 31. Here plus 6 will be 37. Like that. Okay. Next one. How many, for A, how many unshaded hexagon are there in figure 6? How many unshaded hexagon for figure 6? We already figured out, right? The answer is 31. Okay. Number B, how many shaded hexagon are there in figure 10? Shaded. So if you can continue, 7, 8, 9, 10, everything is just plus 1, right? So figure 10 means 10 lah, like that. Because everything is just plus 1. Okay. Number C, how many total number of hexagon in figure 10? Okay, for like this, you will look for the formula. So it will be 10, figure 10, right? So it will be 10 plus 5 times 10. And then the answer, you plus it with 1. Okay, where do I get 5 times 10? It is from the unshaded hexagon. Can you see the unshaded hexagon? You times it with 10. And then plus 1 is the shaded hexagon. Okay, so here is unshaded. This one is your shaded. So when you do this properly, you get 10 times 51 equals to 61. How many total hexagon in figure 10? 61. That's your answer. Okay.